Good morning, everyone. Please stick around for ICONversations. We're going to get started right away. See a few of my agents in the audience and on stage already. A moment to join us on stage, and we're going to get started. Icons on stage. If you want to open up your microphones really quick and say hi, make sure your sound's working.
Hello,
Great
hello.
morning, Diego.
Hi, Demian. Hi, Carlos.
Trung bien here.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Trung. Are you in the audience or are you up on stage here? I don't see you.
I think I'm getting on stage right now.
I'm here, but I am not sure how to get on stage.
If you want to get to the stage, if you click on the top left on your go-to menu, it'll say stage and it'll pop you right up here with us.
I think I'm here.
You guys are good. Awesome. Okay, so my name is Mike Burgess. I'm here on behalf of the ICON team for joining us. Ask if you're on stage. If you're not speaking, get to close your microphone. It is here so we don't get feedback from others. Okay, wonderful. So the panel up on stage here, we have 5 wonderful agents. We have Trung from Alberta, Canada. We have Demian from Minnesota, Christina Gentry from Ohio, Carlos from California, and Debbie Renna-Hines is our wonderful moderator today from New York. It is a 1-hour conversation of these wonderful ICON agents. Please stick around. They are going to talk on many subjects. I'm sure Deb is our wonderful moderator. She's a 7-time ICON. She's been doing this a lot. We appreciate all of you giving back to the EXP community by being here. So please put any questions you have once these conversations get going in the chat box in the bottom left, and they will answer any questions and speak to anything there. So Deb, take it away and have a wonderful conversation, you guys. I'm here to support you if you need anything.
Great, Meg. Thank you so much. And it is truly my pleasure and honor to be with you all today. I'm so happy that those of you that have stayed on for the ICONversations, I commend you, because I will tell you that even being a 7-time ICON, I still come to these when I'm not moderating or when I'm not on panel. They are so important because my husband's one of the brokers for EXP, and I was a teacher for 25 years prior to real estate, but we always say lessons are caught, not taught. So you may hear something today that you like, and you might want to try to implement it in your business, and that's what this is all about. So let me take it away here. We'll start with Carlos. I'm just going to, let's pretend we're sitting around a coffee table and just talking and introduce ourselves to each other. So Carlos, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Not the whole hour, but why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Again, a little bit about your market when you came over to EXP.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Carlos Gutierrez here in beautiful sunny San Diego. Weather is about 71 and sunny today, so we're very blessed. Every day is a great day to sell real estate. That's my mantra. And I'm a Mike Ferry agent going on about 13 years now with Mike Ferry. One of the things that I would say is probably the key to the success is having a great coach. You can never do it alone, and no one successful gets to the top alone. And you got to lean in. I always suggest that. A lot of friends of mine will not get a coach because they do not like the accountability and they don't like the hard work ethic that it takes. Like they say, it's not hard, but real estate business isn't easy. It's what you put in, you'll get out. And it takes working from a schedule. For all the rest of the ICONs, I know you can attest to that. So if you're a new beginner agent out there, or you've been in the business and you haven't hit ICON yet, strongly suggest look into getting a coach, whatever works for you. I like to get to the top quickly, so that's why I went with Mike Ferry. He's no bullshit. He's been in the business a long time, proven. And the community is so amazing. It's very much like EXP, so agent-centric. We're all willing to share, willing to help, willing to go above and beyond. So that's one of the things about the Mike Ferry family. It's so amazing and we love it. And I love EXP because I came over in 2020 My friend Pete Middleton's been talking to me for a while about it. And my wife and I looked at each other going, why are we with this company that just took away all our marketing dollars? The office is not open. I don't really have much compatibility with a lot of the agents there. We're all on our own. Why don't we make a move? So Pete came over, I signed up, and I broke out in my cap within 5 weeks. So I seem to do that. It keeps going down. This last year was 2.5 weeks. So it's an amazing opportunity. And I always say, just lean in and fail forward. Teaching my 7-year-old daughter that fail forward. And the faster you fail, the greater the success. So there you go.
That's great. And, I just want to say something about that. There are a lot of wonderful coaches out there. I personally have been coaching for 15 years. I have 2 coaches as well. And I will tell you all that for me, one of the most important thing was that I found somebody that actually did what I did, that was in the trenches. And I would strongly agree with Carlos about getting a coach, but before you select a coach, you should interview several, because you may find that, it might be a success coach that might be able to help you, grow your business. It might be a Mike or Tom Ferry. It could be a Craig Proctor, and you have to find the right match for you. Anytime you have a coach, it will excel you to the next level. That is without a doubt. That is key. And many of you probably are thinking, okay, what do coaches cost? Well, you know what? Coaches are not cheap, but you need to invest in yourself. So that's my 2 cents. I just wanted to piggyback on Carlos because he mentioned his coach quite a bit. And I just wanted to tell you all that there's a lot of coaches out there that can be interviewed if you're thinking about one. Okay, let's
Debbie,
go right on to
Debbie,
okay,
I agree.
cool.
One thing, it depends on what you look as an expense, or it looks like how much money you can make by having that. So I don't look at it as a major expense. It's an opportunity to make a lot more money. So thank you for talking.
I agree with you, but where I'll disagree with you is when you're a new agent and you're just starting out and you sign up for a coach and it's $1,000 a month. That is an expense, but it will help you grow your business to the point that Carlos just talked about. Amen. Okay, Christina, how about let's hear from you?
Hello. Well, I am excited to be here. I actually closed my brokerage and came over to EXP with all of our agents back in March and got Icon a couple months ago, I believe, and glad to be here. I've been in real estate for 18 years somehow. I don't know how that happened. And I'm only 12, so I don't know, do the math. I've got a team now, so we went from being a brokerage to a team, and just getting all of the agents in productivity is fun. We've got 11 new agents coming on soon, so getting all of those newbies into production as soon as possible is really our focus. Now, I personally coach and train our agents. However, I have a couple coaches, one for fitness and one for my real estate business. I also do commit action, since we're sort of talking about that. I think accountability is really important. And I don't really talk to my coach, my real estate coach, much about holding me accountable to things, but commit action is pretty cheap. It's $3.99 a month, I think. Not paid to say this, but I think if you're looking for kind of a cheaper route, if you're a newer agent, just someone to hold you accountable, you don't even need to pay. You could get with someone on your team or in your office, or just another friend that's an agent, to just be accountable to each other. And I think that really helps keep you on track.
Great. Thank you so much. Okay. I hope I say this right. Demian, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, that's good enough. No, Damien. Yeah, Damien. Damien. I think you said it pretty close. So.
Okay, let's.
But yeah, thank you, Debbie. Thanks for having me on here. Excited to be on this panel. Just a little bit about background on me. I've been in real estate this is my 7th year. Got to EXP about 3 years ago, 2020, kind of like Carlos did. And it's been obviously amazing experience, wonderful brokerage. I think, everybody's been given some good advice so far for some new agent. I think proximity is so important, who you surround yourself with. And that's where I think EXP just truly kind of separates from any other brokerages, just because so many people so many agents pour into and just share all their playbooks and everything else. And it's been wonderful to be in so many different rooms and being able to take little by little and just take massive action on it. A little bit about what I do. I'm in the Twin Cities metro market. I'm a team leader. I have a team of about 9 agents with some staff on top. It's been wonderful. I genuinely really, really enjoy now growing this team. The big vision going into 24. And I think, right now for the newer agents, it's a tough market to get in. I don't know how many people hear and watch these ICONversations, if it's a new agents or seasoned, but I think more than anything, people need to commit versus really want it, because this is going to be a really tough market. It's going to require so much more, and you have to be committed to show up every day and put in 2, 3, 4 times efforts than you did last year. So otherwise, thanks for having me.
Great. Thank you so much. Trong, is it Trong, pronounced Trong?
That's correct.
Okay, let's hear from you, please.
Based out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Got my realtor's license in 2015. Migrated to EXP in 2020. Became an ICON agent every year since joining. My business is really based on referral, repeat, and returning clients, where I just kind of market to my database. I made a judgment call. I had a coach, wonderful coach, paid for his coaching, and then he joined EXP. And then when he joined EXP, then I got my coaching for free. I say that I probably use it less now since I don't pay for it, because I just have less of a vested interest. But he did really help me scale my business to kind of get work-life balance. My team is pretty lean. It's just myself, another agent who operates as a showing agent and a buyer's agent, and I work with listings. And the biggest change that I've seen since hiring a coach is just like better work-life balance. We have a pretty good production that I'm happy with, and that I find it sustainable for me to kind of enjoy the ride, keep my stress down, and just to kind of give me work-life balance, as I have a young family that I want to spend my time with. So until these kids don't want to hang out with me, then I'm happy with the goals that I have, which I think are pretty stellar in their own right.
Great. Thank you so much for that. All right, John, we'll stay right with you. And this is like a 2-part question, but if you could tell our people in the audience, icons, future icons, give me 3 of your strengths in your real estate business and 3 of your weaknesses in your real estate business.
Strengths, I would say 1 is consistency. I'm an early riser. I'm big on routine, where I work out in the morning, do my prospecting, lead follow up to book appointments in the afternoon, and then hopefully I get everything done by late afternoon, early evening, so I can spend time with my family. I'm really big on set met signed. Keeping track of like how many appointments I've set for the week, because I find that's just a leading indicator for future deal flow. I think my weakness at this time is that, whether you want to call it a weakness, is that I'm prioritizing my family and my personal life overhead of my career. So I know that there's a lot of people that have aspirations to increase their goals every year, but I'm actually content with what my production is now, which is still pretty good. Like, still selling 100 homes a year between myself and another agent. A big shift for me was I started working with sellers pretty much exclusively, which helped me kind of scale my business, have higher dollar per hour, and get my time back. So whether you want to call it a weakness or not, I become less of an overachiever.
All right, great. I love the whole time blocking thing. Do you use a particular format for your time blocking, or do you just do like a Google? Do you actually have a physical book?
I think when it comes to time blocking, I think with the coach, as we start working on my limiting beliefs and just giving myself mental boundaries to let people know that I have boundaries. I work. If that time doesn't work for you, then let's try to find a time that works for all of us. But that being said, maybe one one appointment out of 5 has to be in the evening. So maybe there's one evening in the week or one evening in the 2 weeks I have to work. But I think a lot of it was actually creating mental boundaries in my head and being confident with it.
Great. Awesome. Okay, let's move on to Damien. Damien, 3 strengths that you have and 3 weaknesses.
Yeah. So, first, I just want to say to Trong, man, you don't have to apologize for wanting time with family. That's awesome that you're, putting that up front, and, you should just be proud. And that's awesome, dude. Just want to say, because that's, I think, a lot of agents struggle with is setting those boundaries and setting those proper expectations. And the fact that you're, I think ultimately that's biggest blessings, family over any money or anything else. So just want to give you props for that.
Thank you. I'd have to say that was probably the biggest value for having a coach.
Yeah.
Is realizing that I can have a full business and have my life and maintain a marriage. So
awesome, man. But yeah, as far as my strength, I think big thing, and that's also helped. I think everybody's here seems like have coaches and whatnot. I work with a coach, but I also part of, I don't know if you guys are familiar, John Chaplek, his an Agent Academy. So I've been working with them, been through a lot of their masterminds, and I also work with a coach. So that's Sanit Agrawal, if you guys are familiar with him or not, but. I've got a lot of amazing. So I think one of my biggest strengths is systems that I have for just in general for the team, buyers, sellers. I'm very, very systematic, and that was my big goal in the last couple of years to get systems. That way I don't feel like I'm running like a chicken with a head's cut off. Marketing, I feel, again, being in the market where we're in, I always strive to have the best marketing for branding for my clients, for myself, for the team. And I think another big one too is, I think that's why we're all probably sitting up here as icons, is being consistent, being committed. This is just something I'm so passionate on. And I think being that lighthouse, in not only for my clients, but for the team, I think that's been big leverage for people who are around me is, especially where right now it's such a tough market, people feel frozen. As far as my negatives or whatever you want to call it, I think there's still work to be done on, there's always, I think the way my brain works, there's always things that can be so much better. So I think there's more hires and they need to happen for the team to make it a smooth process. I think that's number one. And it's tough. I think you guys all gone through hiring processes. It's just, you never know who's going to be the good fit. The other one would be, my weaknesses is my being impatient, right? I think you want everything done right away, but that's something, again, I've learned over time. I've worked on myself to know that, hey, it's a long-term game.